Hello, people. Today I have with us the Alka Carti. This is the 30-minute sister SISGC69R. And right here is in her quartet form. And this is with the option body that was released along the same time as Alka was. You can see this is very similar to the first girl, Rishetta. It is a reuse of some of her parts, like the claws here, the shoulder podrons there, and the legs, in fact, are the same, and the torso and upper body are as well. So there's a lot of reused parts from the Rishetta, and you actually do get those included with your box as well. So, for example, you do get her chest piece here in these new colors, and you get the kitty ears and the tail, just like you would if you were to buy a Rishetta. Obviously, she's not completely the same because she does have the more pointed ears up on the top. I think they're more like devil horns, in my opinion. That's just what I see. And the armor pack is a little different. These also are included with Alka Carti, whereas Rishetta, you had to purchase an expansion set separately. I'm not sure why they did that with this set, but they also did it with the next one after that as well. So it must be what they're trying to go for nowadays. So I'll be honest, I was actually going to just show off the Alka Carti without the option body and just show you the differences between the two. But I did want to show off the option body too. I really like the way it comes out. It does look interesting with the dark on the pants there, whereas I put the red ones on her. It does include both options in the box for Alka Carti, so you do get red or you get the black. I like the way the red looks all together, but the black does give it a little bit of a showy look. Now, if you're looking closely, you can actually see that her eyes here are blue, but on this one they are pink. And they do include both the blue and the pink, and they include another face, which is this one here. Like a concentrating wink, like she's taking aim on something. It's a pretty cool look. It definitely looks better on the character instead of in my hand, but that's how things go sometimes. And you can see she's got these cool looking rifles. They fit in her hands nicely. The claws do make it look a little bit silly in my opinion, but they are really cool, and they do have that kind of tonfa look to the weapon edge at the back. And then behind her, she has these really cool boosters. Looks like rocket boosters, so she can speed up. This is a quartet form, as opposed to like the Rishetta with the speed armor and Tiasha with her flight armor. This is just the quartet form. And the reason why it's called a quartet form is because you can actually fold these down and they become legs, which is a very interesting, very, very interesting look. Here we go. And then the same on the other side here. Oh, maybe. It's pretty cold out here. Plastic's not wanting to cooperate. So yeah, she has this interesting quadrupedal look. Not quite centaur-esque, but very, very close. And I'm not sure if that's meant to like brace her for when she's shooting, or if it's to aid her in her speed and getaways, but I guess it is up into interpretation, and it is up to you. Now, one thing I forgot to show right at the beginning is that there is a write-up. I should have done that right when I named her. So the write-up says, she is a noble and cool sister in the Quartet Form's versatile backpack unit, can transform into a large claw or armaments such as rifles, and can be used to carry out the perfect fighting method according to battle situations. Now, you see here that she has the rifles, but it does also include 2 pieces to make claws, and you would use these here spikes and the one on the back to transform into claws. Fortunately, I have two, and I can show you what one looks like. And they do look really cool. They plug into the claws here, and they'll just kind of stick on with a 3mm peg. Really cool looking. And if you wanted two of them, you'd actually have to buy two separate Alka Cartis, because it only includes 4 of these blades. One of them will stay on there, 2 of them will be on the rifles, and 1 more would be in your storage. Another cool feature about this one is that it includes optional hands. So usually what you get in your 30-Minute Sisters kit is a pair of holding hands and a pair of closed fists. And now obviously I have the holding hands here. She's using her holding hands here. But this one also includes an open hand, the peace hand, another open hand but just relaxed, and a pointing hand. And that's for both sides. So you get a left and right of each of those. And that's a really cool inclusion, because you do have to buy them in a separate pack for the black and white versions as of right now. And pretty soon we'll be getting skin tone versions of those as well, if they aren't included in the limbs, which actually I think they are included in the option body parts for the swimsuit. So the bare legs, bare arms. So while she is basically a repeat of Rishetta with a couple of extra different things added on, she is a lot different in a couple of different ways. So you can get, it's a very similar hairstyle up at the front, but you do have something that we haven't seen before, which is a modified hairpiece with a 3mm peg, so you can actually put this headpiece in. I haven't looked to see if it comes on any form other than hers, but it is a really interesting hairstyle. You can see it actually does come with the Rishetta's piece. Actually should have showed that. It does come with Rishetta's piece, so you can swap that out and make her basically a clone of Rishetta. Something else that this includes that other ones don't, and it is interesting here, not certainly that it's special or anything like that, but these are pieces to match 30-minute missions, chest pieces in particular. So this one will go in place of her breasts here, or in place of her breastplate there, and you can either plug in your 30-minute missions chest pieces right into that, or you can plug this one in and plug a 2-piece version, because there are a couple of them like that, so that she can have a little bit more armor. Similar how they've been doing this piece here to attach backpacks. Last but not least, a clear stand. Now, a lot of people like this stand. I happen to not be a fan of it, but it is a free inclusion, and I won't complain about anything free given to me. It's always a nice thing. And that plugs right into the backpack, or you can swap this out to point forward and it'll plug straight into her back, like so. Get in straight to her back. And this is an interesting little inclusion that they gave so that you can give some more dynamic poses. So you see, just plug straight into her back there. It's pretty cool. It's not astounding, but it is definitely a nice inclusion. So I know I'm not talking a lot about this character. She didn't stand out too much for me. I do really like the way the legs look, but I don't think that it's anything to write home about in particular. I don't really care for the legs personally. I just think they're interesting. That said, I do really like the girl without her. I can show you her without her armor. So I will take her armor off and show you what that looks like. Give me a second. Alright, so here we have the Alka Carti sisters. You can see her in her unarmored form with a couple of different hands. They got the pointing hand and the open hand. It looks really great. I think this is the best costume design in terms of color, in my opinion, for her. But I do really like the pink. I think that would look better on the Luce. but the white skin wouldn't really work for her. So I'm not sure if you can do that or not, but we'll see. We'll see what I can do. But I'm not going to do a size comparison today. It is freezing cold and it is pretty late. So I'm just going to go ahead and say thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time, or you'll see me. But more than likely, you'll see my stuff. Have a good night. Bye.